came and went, the world quietly moved on from Ebola. But today, the World Health Organization confirmed the disease has now killed more than 7,000 people. And these figures show how and where the disease is still having its worst effects in West Africa. In Guinea and Liberia, you can see the line just begins to flatten out. The deaths, in other words, are decreasing in number there. But in Sierra Leone, that blue line is still shooting up. Tonight, we bring you the personal story of one man, James.
I was sat outside at the front of my house reading when we got the news about my mother's friend dying of Ebola. By this time, my mother already had a strong fever. In fact, I was thinking at that time that it would soon be my time to die. Because when Ebola enters a house, it kills everybody. No one survives. We used to hear that people were dying every day, sometimes 50, sometimes 60, who would die from Ebola in a single day. At that time, we never took precautions. We did not know how to protect ourselves. I took care of my mother when she was crying out and needed help. I would lift her up, I would change her sheets, I would go and cook, and then we would eat the food together. I knew about Ebola, but we had been given a bucket and things to help clean, but it wasn't easy to protect ourselves. When my mother was really sick, we called the ambulance in Monrovia to come, but it never came. They said they were having problems with the vehicle, that the tire was flat. We waited for days and my mother died in our house before they managed to come. She had been dead for more than 24 hours when they finally came to take her body. My stepfather and my younger brother and sister were taken to the Ebola center in Monrovia, but I was not sick. I was left all alone in the house. I called my father and he told me to come to the north of the country. We went to his village, but the people rejected me, saying I was going to bring Ebola and wanted to kill them. My father called MSF, who came to where we were staying. I did not look like a sick person, but given what had happened to my family, they suggested I come to the Ebola Management Center. They took my clothes and sheets to burn them, and then they went in and sprayed all the house. I was able to walk to the ambulance and to jump up in the back. I knew I had a virus in me, but it was not making me weak. I was strong. They moved me to the suspect area and took my blood. They told me I was positive, 3+, which means I had a lot of the virus in my body. So then they took me to confirm 1, and it was there that I heard the news that my stepfather died. I was thinking about him a lot. I heard the news that my uncle died. I was still there when they told me that my auntie had died. The symptom I really got bad was fever. In the night I would be sweating, shivering, freezing cold and shaking under the bedclothes. Ebola gives you a strong fever and pain, but I never vomited and I never had diarrhea like some of the others. I spent 1 week and 4 days in the center. I ate well and I drank plenty of water. Then the very day I was released, I was out and everyone around me was happy for me. I got a call from Monrovia. They said, "Your younger sister has died." When I sleep, I see my mother in my dreams. When I was in the center, she would come to me in my dreams and say, "Go home, no one is at the house. Go to the house." Sometimes I wake up at midnight. I go outside. Everyone is sleeping, but I'm not sleeping. I cannot sleep. I was planning to study abroad after finishing high school, but because of Ebola, everything has been destroyed. Every night I pray for this nation, for Ebola to go out, for the whole world. I pray that this Ebola will go out.
It's James, a survivor of Ebola. It was hard to know which was more moving, the 800,000 poppy work of art